First day of fall camp, what are your early impressions? What did you like? What did you hope to see get better?
Well, I saw what I've been seeing in the weight room and in the off season. We're bigger, we're stronger, we're more powerful in a lot of places, even though we weren't in pads. And then, as practice goes along and you've got a lot of newcomers and everything, the practice got a little sloppy a little bit, and then it picked back up again, which you kind of expect when you get them all out here putting everything in. But I was pleased with what I saw, and I'm excited about our strength and speed.
How much do you look at today as an opportunity for a fresh start to wipe away some of the disappointment for last season, or is that even a motivating factor?
I think it's always a motivating factor, but our whole program's in a process, and I see us getting better all the time. And we've just got to make sure we finish the games right, and that's part of what we're talking about out here every day.
I know there's still a lot to be done, but 30 days, a little less than that until the opener. How much needs to be done until you feel confident that you can field the team to come back with a victory?
Well, as a coach, you wish you had 100 days. You always want one more day, but I feel like that we're way ahead of where we were this time last year. I really do, and our kids took advantage of our meetings this summer, and they took advantage of staying in shape. And so I feel good about where we are, but we still got a lot of practice. We have 29 practice opportunities. We're going to use every one of them. So that's one down, but we have the rest of the day for meetings and walkthroughs and all that. So a whole day is really one big practice.
Coach, this is one of the years you had an early spring ball,
right.
So you could do more weightlifting and stuff in the spring. Was that what paid off today, or are you starting to see?
Yeah, no, all our numbers are, guys are bigger, stronger. We have guys that lost 10 pounds of fat and gained like 9 or 8 pounds of muscle, which is pretty amazing. Our strength shows, our stamina shows. So now we just got to keep working to polish it up.
Ian, you said 29
Yeah,
practices.
we have 29.
So you have great urgency as a staff.
Yes.
And for all these young men, it's 29 to get
Exactly.
through before the fun starts.
Right, exactly.
So how do you infuse them with the urgency that you have to have?
We show them daily what it takes, and we tell them everybody has 29 practices, and so we'll go and meet tonight and show them on film, and then we'll say, hey, you got to get that fixed. You got to get that fixed. And so we have a sense of urgency, and we definitely hope they feel it. And with our team being more mature than it was last year, I sense that urgency. I see guys getting on guys. I see guys talking about it and concerned about the more you play, you realize how important practice is. The less you play, you realize, I got it. I can handle it in the game. And so I think that maturity factor is happening for us. So our leadership needs to take control of that as we kind of get in those dog days of two-a-days in the middle there when they're all so sore. Our leadership needs to take care. So I hope that stands up. We're not there yet, but I hope that happens.
Coach, how do you treat Jared Bell in fall camp? Does he go every practice?
He's going every practice. When we get to two-a-days, we'll ask him and see how his knee's doing. Right now, it looks fine. I'll talk with the trainer every day. There'll be some two-a-days he probably won't go both. But right now, it's go as he's completely cleared and ready to roll. But we'll monitor him and make sure everything's good.
Like having him out here?
Yeah, well, like having him out here.
Looks like you have about as healthy a team as you've had coming into camp. But Tyler Hennington, not out here. Is his situation out for the season?
Yeah, it was a terrible situation. He was actually walking home from eating sushi with John Tuso, and they were talking on the sidewalk. It's the craziest thing ever. And 6 o'clock, they were talking on the sidewalk. You know how you're talking to somebody and sometimes you kind of just stumble on the side? He stumbles, there's a hole there. He falls in the hole, breaks his ankle and fibula. His mom calls me, I go see him in the hospital. As soon as I walk in the door, he just starts bawling. Because I've never had that happen where a young man comes back from a season-ending injury, works all the way, we're 4 days before we start, and he gets hurt off the field. Now, I've had guys get hurt on the field after that, but never before. Tyler's a great young man, and he'll recover from this and be back next year, but it's tough for him.
Obviously, he's now a candidate for a 6th year too when he gets to that point, right?
Yes, he would be. He sure would be. And I told him now you can get a double major and a double master's. So, oh gosh, it's tough. Those are hard times for a young person. For us too. To see that in his eyes.
How does Seppo look going into camp?
Seppo looked good. He looked good. He's 240 pounds. He's 6'4" and 1/4. He's really defined his body better. He's throwing better, moving better. He looked good moving out here today.
Thank you.
big topic of the offseason, I think, has been the health of Addison Gillum.
Uh-huh.
You talked about how he had that look back in his eye. Did you feel like he had that jump in his step today?
Yeah, he was doing well today. He did really well, and we'll get in there and watch it on film. But he was moving around. I didn't see anything to think that he wasn't, and he was ready to go.
Has Aaron Baltazar's situation been resolved?
Not yet. We should know in a few days.